Okay, and then when I am planning to install this timing chain back in this Toyota's VVT-i engine, it is really interesting because first step is to insert that X and X dot and then this intake camshafts dot in same line. And let's go to look at what this means. It means that those lines, they must be in just in same, and now they are not, and that's I need to take 14 millimeter French, and when I insert that in here, I can rotate a little bit down in that direction in here, in that way, and then this is okay, and then look that there is small this back area, this metallic line in here, this line in here, and that teeth must be almost in that position, like in here. And that one is in same line, and this must be a little bit down, and that's I take my 14 and a little bit down, and now they are incorrect. Look, dots are in same position, and this is like first step when we install a timing chain pack. This X, look, there must be X logo, X text and small dot, and in that area dots in same line, and then I take my timing chain, and there is second step. When we have this original timing chain, there are two yellow marks, and these yellow marks goes in that position. There is small dot in here, in this area, and then here we have this line in here. Let's go to look what line there is. There is that line, this line in there, this line, and there is this one dot, and there is easy thing that this dot must go in this yellow area. So I take my chain and I insert not in here. This is wrong. This is wrong with that position, but in this is wrong, but then when I lift that little bit, and now this yellow line is just in dot position. This is right, and then I need to install that yellow line in same position in like this line in here. That line must be in same, and that's I need is my tool, and I little bit move that in back in here. Okay, now there is, look, tension, and that means that this chain can be slippery, and if this goes away like in that way, we need to again check that is this line with that line, and now it's wrong. But then when I lift that up, a little bit rotate in here. Now look, there must be this tension. Good. Okay, now we have made this first step, what was these dots, and second is this yellow line and dot, and then we need to go in here down, and in here we need to insert first this crankshaft, what is in here, and before of that we need to insert this crankshaft in this same dot position what is in here. There is that dot and that line. This metallic line must be in same position like in that. This point and that point. And now when we look in there, we can see that yes, they are really well. They are in same line. And this is like third check, and it means that now crankshaft is in right position, and it matches to this upper marks in here. Excellent. Okay, good. And then I need to install this chain, and it is interesting thing because this chain goes only in this position when this peel is in this upper area, and then we need to check that this peel goes in only one way in here, not in this way, only one way. Now I can insert it, but only there is a small hole and it goes in that way. This is this setting position, and that's I need to be sure that this is right way, and then there is situation that this yellow place it must go to dot what is in this fill position. Let's look. When we look in here, we can see small dot. Let's go to look closer. There is small dot in that fill in here, in that position, what I am now touching. And here is there's one dot in here. We can maybe see that. There's dot in this position. And that dot in here, what I am now touching, it must match in that yellow line. Okay, let's go to install that. And this yellow line must match in this dot in here. That means that this yellow comes in here. Okay, and let's go to install that. Let's go to install. This installation happens so that first I take this fill in here. Look, this fill, I move the fill in here, and then I should to install this my chain in there. Now that means that when I move these my chains, I notice that here this chain must go in a little bit other way, that way, and now I notice that this chain position moves, but I think that I have to adjust this lower part first, and now I do so that I take this my chain a little bit out, that I can install that in there, in that area. Now look, now this my chain is in their inner. It is important. And then I go to install this up area again, and yellow lines. Now when I need to move that, my feel in a little bit away. I move that first in the inner, in that way. In this way, now I can move this chain. Good. Then I can install this dot and yellow. This is right, and then I check this area. I take my tool and I little bit adjust also this central dots. Little bit movement in here, and then I check this yellow mark. That. Okay, now it's line good. So check yellow in that line, and here this and that dot in here, dot in here, dot, and then those two dots are in position. Excellent. And then Then we can go to look at the upper area, sorry, this lower area, and this wheel must be in here, and then I need to move this sprocket in away in here. I a little bit use my hands. Now it's there in that position, and then I have to adjust this my sprockets, this yellow part in here in this right place, and let's look at next. Okay, and then I am looking these sprockets, this mark, and there is this there is this small dot. Okay, now and there is this small dot in here, in that area. We can see that there is this small dot in there, and then I need to install this my chain to just there is this small dot in this wheel, and then this yellow line, yellow chain in same position, and then I think that they are not in there, but I moved them out. Now they are out, and in that position I can maybe, I need to do now marking. I think that this is so complex that I need my color. That what is this? Okay, it is there. Little bit movement. Okay, and then I take my pencil and I do small markings that this is this yellow, and it means that this top in here. Okay, good. Now I have marking there. Now I remember when I take that little bit out, that in this part and then this yellow. This part and yellow, let's go to look. This part, there is this yellow wood, and it must be in the silver area. Now I believe that it should be in there. Good. Then I move that another. Now I believe that there is my marking, and then okay, now it moved a little bit. Okay, I need to keep my hands in here. Yellow in there. Okay, good, and then I move that my sprocket in deeper. Now I need to move that in here. Okay, let's look. I think a little bit better view, because it is not so easy. Here, now we can see, and now I move that in here, and I check that okay, this is in right position, and then I check that this chain must go in all place right. Now it is not. Okay, now it should be. Hey, check carefully that this chain is just in all lines in here, and take your fingers in here and then I need to move that in inner in that way. Good. Okay, now it's in position. Excellent thing. And now when it is in this position, I can start to install these my outer things back in this way. And let's look in that position. That now I can install these rails in back, and all time check that this chain is in right position. And then I insert this one in here, and there's my screw. A little bit in. I check that bolts are okay, and now it takes contact, and then I need this longer part what comes here. And there was this specific bolt what goes right in here. That way. First I insert this one, and look, this upper area. This is complex. This is complex in here. Because that one I need to install first in this slot in here. In this one. Remember. This line goes in, and then bolt. Okay, good. And now it looks good, especially that one. Look. And then bolt. And this bolt must go deeper, not in this position. We can look in here. Now it's look. I need to rotate that more. There's my 12mm socket, and I rotate that in this way. Good. Now it's in position. Excellent. And then I fasten more these bolts in here. That one in here. This bolt in here, and then this upper one. Okay, good. And then when this belt is in this position, we can do this rotation test. And this rotation test means that I take my 19mm wrench and I rotate that at least 2 to 4 turns. That we can check that are those my markings and those timing chain marks still okay. And I start to rotate in that way. Now all parts moves, and in that rotation it is good to keep this chain tight that we press in here, because this our tensioner is not yet in position in here. Because this tensioner comes in this cover. And that's I keep my hand in here. But then I rotate that my engine at least 2 turns. And it means that these 2 chain, those markings, yellow and then this yellow in here, that they rotate at least 2 rotations. And let's look at how it happens, and I saw that now it rotates. And this yellow mark is different. Those yellow markings are in here. here comes this first marking, this yellow mark in here, this one. And let's look at how it goes. There's second, first and second. They are going, and this is like first rotation, then I rotate second rotation, second turn, and then, and this means that engine is now running. Engine is like running when I rotate these turns. Okay, and here is this. Okay, and here markings comes here, and now I can do this check. Two lines, and this check happens so that when these yellow markings what are very near, like 4 inches, 10 centimeter distance, and they are up, I need to adjust in here X and dot and here dot. They are actually really near. They are almost in position right away. Excellent. And that means that now I need to set up these things in like same line in that way. And now they are almost, I take a little bit down, I use 14mm and a little bit reverse, or it is that one. Carefully. Now they are in same line, almost. It is really accurate. Okay, now they are in same line. And notice that in that step, now these markings, they are not now in this dot position, what is in here, and that dot position. Because this chain is so long, I need to rotate that maybe 100 times, that this yellow match in that dot in here and that line match that. But this is the critical, and then we go in down area to check is there our markings in. Okay, that is this my F in this up. Yes, F is this almost up, and then I check this my dot position, it is here, and then this black line what is in here, that is my black metallic plate, and they are that dot and that line, they are same position, and that means that now this time belt adjusting is okay, and timing chain replace is done. Okay, and what next? Next I need to fasten and tighten these bolts in this specific torque, and this torque using torque French tool, and these bolts are about 10 to 20 Newton meters. That bolt, and also in this bolt and this bolt in here. Okay, but now I have replaced new timing chain in here. Okay, thank you for watching that video.